Hey guys, how are you? So I'm back today with my whip video works in progress. I'm really excited to show you. It's going to be kind of a lot because I kind of started a lot of stuff because I've been so excited. But that's okay. I mean, I just stitch whenever I want to stitch on whatever I want to stitch. And if something has a few stitches on it, what's the difference if it's sitting somewhere like not started or started, if I can, whatever. So yeah, a lot of the bigger ones are part of stitch alongs on Cross Stitch and Discuss, which is the reason I started them anyway. But I do have some smaller ones, and I do have other ones that I stitch just cause, and I have tons of kits I'm ready to stitch, and a few patterns I'm ready to stitch whenever I want to start them. They're not necessarily part of anything, but most of the whips I do have now are part of a stitch along, which is nice because it's cool to stitch with other people. So the first one I have to show you is Garden Geisha by Designworks. I thought this was gorgeous. This is for the Designworks stitch along on Cross Stitch and Discuss. And I don't have too much. I have just that top corner there. This is on 14 count white Aida. It was just provided in the kit. And that equates to this hiding over here. But if I show you the mini picture, it's this top corner here. And I'm really excited because it's beautiful. But then I kind of put it off for two reasons. One, because another stitch along started recently, or not shortly after this. And two, because I was at Hobby Lobby the other day and I saw the kit and I saw something funny poking out of the side. So I turned it around and I noticed that the kit at Hobby Lobby, this gold thread that's included, that goes in her hair, was copper. I noticed that these beads, which you may be able to see, are like a very light pink with some copper, where the copper was the same color, or the goldish was the same color. Or actually they were copper and mine are gold, and the pink were purple. And then this lavender was a lot lighter. So I'm like, did I get a funky one? Do they just get as close as possible? I did get it online, but I mean, it was completely sealed. It had the Hobby Lobby sticker on it, and I mean, it didn't look like it had been tampered with, and the colors were still pretty close, so I think it's gonna look fine. But I just thought that was weird. So question for you, if you know, do they like change sometimes in Designworks? Do they decide like, oh, this is actually a better match, so I'm like, did I get an older one? Is that why I got it cheaper? I don't know. But I think it looks okay. I did think originally that the lavender looked a little bit dark, so when I saw that in the kit, I was like, oh, okay, I'm not crazy. But I showed it to my husband, who, although he can't identify a lot of colors, he's really appreciative of art and is pretty good at like looking at it and judging it and that kind of thing. He said it looked fine, and he usually will tell me, hey, like that looks kind of off, like not necessarily in cross stitch, but things in general, and not in a mean way. So I think it'll be fine. So that's all I've got of that one, and haven't picked that back up since the start, which maybe took me a couple days. And that's it. So the next one I have is Don't Blink by Cloud's Factory. It's on black Aida. The model, if you guys don't know, is stitched on navy Aida, and I didn't really think about that or realize that, but I was like, I think it looks fine on the black. And I'd already started and whatever. So I've got the TARDIS done, I've got the Weeping Angel done, and I've got David Tennant done. And it's gonna say his Don't Blink speech. I think I can pull it up on my phone. So that's what it'll look like. And I know because it's on the phone, the lighting will make it weird, but you get the general idea. So I'm excited about that. And that was for the Clouds Factory stitch along. I'd originally thought of doing another piece for the Dimensions stitch along, which was the Fall Fairy, and I put a couple stitches in it, and I wasn't really feeling it. I was really into butterflies, and so within the start date time, I had this put away. I'd already gridded it and had it almost ready to go, and I think I even had a little bit of the corner there, so I decided to work on this instead. This one, as you can see, is in a hoop, and that is this butterfly here. That's all I've got done so far because of all the stitch alongs I'm doing, but I'm excited. And I didn't mention the Doctor Who was on 14 count black Aida. This is on 14 count ivory Aida, and I have mainly been working on Aida. That's because most kits include that, and that's what the patterns I have for the most part call for. But I am not at all opposed to trying other fabrics. I'm a little wary of the different linens because I have heard they'll take a while to getting used to stitch on, but eventually I'll try them. The next one I have to show you is my Disney Dreams Stitch Along piece. The Little Mermaid is what I chose. That's what it looks like. And this is on 18 count white Aida, which I love, by the way. I think that's my favorite count of Aida so far. And this is all I've got so far. And that's the top of the first page. It's going to be 4 pages. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm thinking of doing this whole page, then moving on here, then going down, and then going to the other one. I actually only gridded this page because this is the first time I grid with the soluble pen. So I didn't want that sitting on the other Aida. I have heard that people haven't really had that much issues, and this is a full coverage design, so I'm not too worried. But here's hoping for the best on that one. So I think I'm going to pick this one up soon because I'm really enjoying it. Even though I've only stitched a little bit, I know I enjoyed stitching on this count. I'm excited about how it's going to come out, and that is this top up to like right about there, just the top row. I can't wait to finish this and move on to another one. I decided, and I know I've only stitched like a row, not even a whole row of 1 page, but oh my goodness, I am loving the Disney Dreams collection, and I think I'm eventually going to stitch all of them. I believe there's 10 designs, so it's gonna take a while because I have other things I want to stitch too. But I do already have the Bambi kit. I found it on eBay for like nothing. It was like $15, and you know, as you guys know, those runs about between $42 and $46. So yeah, very excited. I figure I'll always have one of these going, so as soon as I finish this, I'll work on the next one. I might get them, like, again, if I find a really awesome deal or if there's a really good coupon, then, I mean, 50% off, they're not too bad. They're in the 20s, you know, 22, 21, 25, depending on which kit it is, and the slight price difference between them. So, really excited about that. The other one, that's the one I've been working on the most right now. That one and the Doctor Who. This is Stardust Fairy. It's by Joan Elliott, and this one was for the Joan Elliott Stitch Along, which I didn't realize the geisha was until like later on. But I love her fairy designs. They are so beautiful. I can't believe this was a freebie, but then I realized that it's really cool because it was a collab with DMC, and it uses all their stuff: the regular cotton floss, the satin floss, the metallic floss, variated color floss. It's awesome. And some beading, but that's a Mill Hill because I don't think DMC has beads at all. And it uses their DMC Charles Crafts, I think it's called, Stardust Aida, which is a sparkly Aida, which I guess you wouldn't really think to use originally, maybe like after you get more experience, but if you're just doing a project and you're not sure, you wouldn't pick it up, and it wouldn't be included in a kit. I've never seen a kit with like really different Aida, maybe like a different color, but that's about it. So I'm so excited to be stitching this. I did use the suggested fabric, which is this, I don't know if, yep, you can see the sparkliness there. I'm so excited. I love sparkle. I love purple. So this was perfect. I have had this ready to go since like I first started stitching because I was looking for free patterns because I didn't have much to start. And I mean, I have bought a lot, but I haven't gone to the store. And yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that when I saw this, I kitted it up. I had it ready to go. And then in June, I started stitching it. So let me get the thread out of the way because it's actually not attached to anything, just the needle. I started on the bottom here. So that would be, when I look at it, it's my left. I'm guessing right now it's like the right, but it's these sort of wispy bits of her skirt here. And this is 4 pages. It's divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. So I'm probably going to stitch this whole bottom piece of her dress first and then move on along. And I love it. And I already know I'm going to be stitching many of her designs because they are gorgeous. So that's what I've got so far. Now, as you guys have noticed, I do have all my projects in Q-snaps or hoops. I don't mind the hoops too much. I think once you get past diameter 8, it's kind of hard to work with unless the piece is very large. But I do like this Q-snaps now better. I haven't tried a scroll frame or anything like that. Maybe eventually, but I know they'll start getting pricier, so I haven't gotten into those. I do keep them in the Q-snaps. A lot of people say not do that. I haven't had a problem. I've kept the projects in there. I guess because I am currently working on, like, if I'm definitely going to put it away, for a while. I'll probably take it off, but I like leaving them on because I am very ADD with my stitching right now. I don't have a rotation or anything. I just pick up whatever I want to stitch on, and that's what I stitch on. So those are my main ones that I'm working on constantly. Have a couple others. One, I really should be working on more because it's supposed to be a gift. But, okay. So it's this quilt, pre-quilted baby blanket by Bucilla. I've never figured that out. I think it's very cute, and I think it should match the theme of the room that they want to do. And this is what I've got so far. And this is the only one I have this large hoop on. I tried using this on another project and it was too much of a pain. But it's perfect because it fits almost around the square. And there's 9 squares, I think. 12 squares. I don't know about the stamped cross stitch. This is the first one I've done. I didn't find a counted cross stitch baby blanket, and I just really like this because it matched the theme. It's not too bad. It uses 3 strands because the crosses are quite large, if you can see there. I'll keep working on it. I tend to work on this one in bed just because it tends to get really big, and that's the easiest time to work on it. We'll see. If I don't have it ready for the baby shower, it could always be like a birthday or Christmas. Due date is late August, so we'll see. We'll see what I can do. But for now, it's not working on it too much. The last one of my big projects that I'm not working on a lot is for my husband, and I actually don't have the pattern print, like I have the pattern, but I don't have the picture printed out. But this is an Etsy pattern, and it's Yoda holding his lightsaber. So I was very highly deluded when I first started stitching this. I'd been stitching for a few weeks. My hubby's birthday was coming up, and I was like, yeah, if I drop everything and do this as soon as I get home from work, I'll have it done. Yeah, you will know that I had no idea. I just stitched something very, very tiny at this point. This is the size. It's 11 by 11 on 16 count Ada. That's pretty big. And I am a little bummed about the edges because I specifically made them pretty big. Then I realized I missed a whole row on all sides. I don't know what happened. Again, this was my first big project I gridded, so I had to go around again, and yeah, so the edges are a little small. I don't know how I'm gonna, I think this edge will be fine. This top edge is the one that worries me. It's not even, it's like maybe an inch. It was supposed to be like 2 inches, so it's not too big, but I'll figure something out. I think I can maybe, you know, I can bend it a little bit, so I'll figure something out. So I have the top part here done. And it's basically, this is going to be the lightsaber, and Yoda's here, and he's holding it over here. You can see his hand holding it around here, lightsaber's there, his like head and upper torso are here. You've probably seen the picture. Anyway, so that's all I have. It doesn't look like much now because light radiating is something hard to capture, I think. But, yeah. I have this tiny little hole here. I believe there's a different color that randomly goes there, which I think is hilarious when there's like one random stitch of another color. So we'll have to see how that looks. It looks a little iffy to me now. We'll have to see how it comes out. I think Yoda will come out really cool. I just think the lightsaber is going to look really funny. But what else? So the only other reason I haven't really stitched this is because he's home all the time. I didn't want him to see it. Obviously I did not get it done for his birthday. Have a few occasions that I can stitch it for. We have an anniversary coming up in November. There's Christmas. There's also the Star Wars movie coming out, so I could give him to him for that. And then his birthday is early next year. So that is like my latest deadline. Like if I can't get it done for the anniversary, if I can't get it done for the release of Star Wars, if I can't get it done for Christmas, the goal is to have it done for his birthday next year. So that's that. I think it's fun. I was really bummed because I'm like, there is no way I'm gonna finish this at all. Like, what was I thinking? Yeah. Anyway, this is probably getting a little long, but I don't think you guys mind because, you know, Flosstube is really open that way. I have 3 small ones that I work on and off. They're mostly like, I really don't work on any of my big ones, or I'm out and these can fit in my purse kind of thing. So one that I'm actually almost done with, because I recently went camping and I took it with me, and it's got big blocks of color, is A Dog's Love by Dimensions. So it looks like this. It's on a natural colored Ada, which is really cool because I don't have too many projects that have that. And this is all I've got done so far. So it's almost done. I need to do the paw prints and I need to do the bottom row. Sorry, I like rolled this and stitched in hand, so it's really, yeah. So that bottom row where you see the little spokes is this bottom row here. So I have to add the colors, the paw prints, and the stuff in here, and backstitch. But I really don't mind backstitching. I don't have any issues with it. It doesn't annoy me or anything. So that's what it is. Now on the model, they use the word Lucky, the name Lucky on the collar here. I do have 2 dogs. I just want to fit both names in there. It would be a total of 10 letters and a space in between. I think the sample has 5 letters, but you can see there's a lot of space. So I'm thinking of putting like one dog's name here, leaving a little space, the other dog's name here. So it should be okay. So I'm excited to finish that soon. Maybe I'll stitch it like in bed or something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. So that's not too bad because that one's almost done and it won't be a whip for much longer, I think. Also, I try to store, if they're not in a hoop or a Q-snap, I do store in a plastic bag, and I keep all the materials and chart in a plastic bag. So that's how I store right now. And I need to let the air out, but yeah. This is a really, really tiny project. I just saw this, I thought it was cute, picked it up, and this one I throw in my purse and I can easily work on. This is a bookmark. It is by Artiste, which is a Hobby Lobby brand, I believe. I think it says somewhere on there it's made for Hobby Lobby, but maybe it isn't. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe not, but I think I've only seen it at Hobby Lobby. So that's the top. It doesn't include a big full picture, just has that little full picture. But that's the top, and it's so cool. I think I mainly picked up 1 because it was cute, and 2 because it was on bright green Ada. I've got the bottom of it done. Got my little needle and thread here. And I just throw this in my purse and work on it whenever I can. Have all the colors in there, kind of messy. I throw a pair of mini scissors in there. It tends to travel between The Dog's Love, this one, and the next one I'm going to show you because those are usually the 3 I take when I'm moving about. The last one I have is this. It's by Beachella. It's called Bloom and Be Happy. And I have walked by this kit a bunch of times before purchasing it. I like the picture, but I didn't like the colors. I thought they looked very muted. And I even considered, like, maybe I'll buy it and switch the colors out. But I haven't been stitching that long. Just a few months. Dogs are getting a little loud, sorry. And I don't know. But I was at Walmart and my husband called me. He was out. He was going to be out for a while. So I was going to go to where he was. And I figured I'd take this because he was going to be doing something. But I'm like, well, I'll take this. I'll accompany him, but I'll have something to do. It was like, it was like 4 something. So this is what I've gotten done. And immediately I was super happy. The colors are so much nicer than the picture. It does not do it justice. I think I am just going to be delighted when this comes out. And this is like the coral, one of the colors in the middle rose and the top flower bud. So this and that. The only thing I don't like is this bee. I think I might just try and continue this sort of wallpaper type pattern that they have in the background over instead of that bee. We'll have to see when I get to it. But yeah, so those I don't make a lot of progress on because I just stitch them when I'm out or I have them in my purse or whatever. If I really feel like stitching them, I will also at home, but I tend to work on my bigger ones. So I know this has been long, but I really wanted to show you all my whips, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you soon for my finished objects video. And then after that, I think I'm going to do a stash video, which I might split up into maybe 2 or 3 videos, so it's not super long. Oh, they're getting restless. So yeah, I'm going to call it a day. I'll see you soon for those videos. Thanks for watching.